So yesterday we looked at a couple events coming in this new Shadow, the new Pandaria, time running, Mists of Pandaria, whatever you want to call it. It's actually called WoW Remix event. So we're going to get in here and look at some of these items now that we know how we're actually going to get them. So let's see how some of this stuff is going to work. These items in particular are now attached to achievements in the game on the PTR. So if you wanted the Half Hill backpack, Chen's Storm Stout keg, so this keg is actually one that's a backpack as well. Chen's Storm Stout hat is actually a really cool one. Obviously, the one that's on the front of the box for Mists of Pandaria. It won't just be a hat that you could wear, but it'll also be a backpack that you could equip to your back. So a really cool little homage to the Mists of Pandaria expansion there. Now, the one that's probably going to be most popular of all is going to be the Reigns of the Astral Emperor Serpent. This is going to be a fan favorite for sure. A lot of people always love the Astral Cloud Serpent, the original, the Algalon mount. So this one is going to be one that a lot of people are going to want to get. So you're asking me, how am I going to get it, Sam? Well, PTR has revealed it, and in particular, this mount is going to be very much attached to some reputation grinds and killing a few bosses. So we see here, you're going to have to get the achievement, Looking for Group, Veil of the Eternal Blossom. Complete the following group activities in the Veil of the Eternal Blossom. You're going to need to get Exalted with the Golden Lotus, also Exalted with the August Celestials in time running, and then finally, you're going to have to kill all of the open world bosses in the Veil of the Eternal Blossom. So a few achievements that are actually pretty achievable, if you ask me. So getting that mount won't be too difficult. Again, the others are also attached to achievements. We saw the keg as well as the hat, the different backpacks here, different achievements. Getting them and getting those things done will give you some of these really cool items that we're seeing here in this remix event. Another unbelievable development has occurred in WoW, guys. If you've ever had the B mount or any of these other buggy looking mounts, you've known that they can't walk, they just hover. Well, that has changed. Yes, Blizzard has implemented some new animations to allow the buggy boys to in fact finally land, giving their wings a rest. That's right. Yeah, so now you no longer have to hover just above the ground. If you have the B mount or any of these other bug model mounts that use this same one, I have the Maldraxxus one for back in Shadowlands, you'll be able to now land and walk around. So that's a nice little development for you. Hunters are also getting some new things. Their pet stable UI is now being completely redone. So it's going to look bigger, better. It's going to show different things for them. Another little side note, you will in fact be able to rename your pet multiple times now. So no longer stuck with that same name you gave your pet when you were 12 years old. Whatever that was, probably wasn't the best choice. Now you can finally rename them multiple times. New data mining here. That you ever wanted to look like a shadow pan? Well, now you can. Yeah, you'll be able to look like your favorite shadow pan. Look at that. A beautiful armor set, red and black and gold. The single shoulder here of the tiger. This is a badass looking one. Honestly, if I was a panda boy, I'd definitely be going for this one. So they've discovered 2 new ensembles in patch 10.2.7 that'll teach a look-alike appearance for shadow pan armor in Pandaria's remix. Now, this is a Pandaria remix armor set, but don't forget, all of these transmogs, along with your character from the remix event, will be transferred over to your actual retail account. Currently, the only way to feel like an official member of the Shadow Pan is through various replica hats, such as the replica Shadow Pan helmet, which can only be purchased if you reach Exalted with the Shadow Pan. However, in Pandaria Remix, it looks like players may be able to find the gold and silver variants of the full Shadow Pan guard outfits. Yeah, this is a really cool one. So this is the gold one. Here we got a silver version of the same set. Again, really good looking. The single shoulder, obviously a fan favorite for the Shadow Pans here, and the wraparound cloth on the face. It looks really, really cool. Besides all the items that we were talking about getting data mined here, there was also some data mining for the starting zone for the Void Elves. A couple new assets here, and some new encrypted NPCs that have no names. So interesting stuff and developments here. Why this stuff would be happening, I have no idea, but we see a bunch of unknown named NPCs. Previously, a lot of this stuff was, kind of left to just Void Elves, with their leveling zone and their starting zone. Maybe we're going to venture out here and this won't just be used for Void Elves anymore, but perhaps we'll have a quest line that takes us out here. We recently saw that Xal'atath has a completely new model, so there might be a reason to actually come out here and see what's going out. Obviously, we know the Locust Walker lives out here as well. Maybe we're going to see him and deal with him at some point, but a lot of the Void Elf zone here got updated. We can see some of the differences here with the zones. Some of the NPCs that were once there are now gone. This is the new image compared to the the old. So this is 10.2.6. Here's 0.7. Here's another side-by-side image. Here's 0.6 and 0.7. We see a lot of NPCs suddenly disappeared. Where all these NPCs are going, whether or not they're just deleted, or there's actually a story behind where all these Void Elves are heading. They might be heading to Silvermoon. We know that in the Midnight expansion, there's going to be like a reuniting of all the elves, a complete revamp and rebuild of Silvermoon. So maybe a lot of these Void Elves are heading out there. But we see again here, this is a 0.6 patch, and then this is the 0.7 patch. Some new tent assets as well coming in here. An interesting Void. Is that Void being there in the 0.6? No, he's not. So an interesting appearance of a Void being here. Who knows what those are going to be all about. And here we see again, this is the 0.6 patch, and then the new tent assets and everything else, and some NPCs disappearing here in the 0.7 version of the new Void Elf starting zone. This Void Elf stuff is very interesting. We'll have to see whether or not regular players are going to go there, or whether this will still just be a Void Elf zone. We definitely know the Void story is going to continue on here. Some other cool little data mining things here coming out. Interesting little Murloc backpack. Yeah, have you ever wanted to backpack your way around as a Murloc? Well, along with the other weapons, armor, and capes discovered in 10.2.7, we've discovered a Murloc backpack. Yeah, and there's different colorways here. We see the purple and blue one, and of course the classic colorway, the red and green. These look great with your little Murloc outfits. Who would run around in this? I have no idea. But this could be good, a new nice little cosplay for your ventures into the Moonguard taverns. 10.2.7 is also bringing us some new Midsummer cosmetics. Yes, this thing is still a couple months away, but it'll be happening during 10.2.7, the Midsummer Fest. Cool little Summerfest shield here. Interesting that this has two different versions of it, one with the fire coming out of the back of the shield, and then another where it's just the shield. Not sure if this is an extra cape equipped here or what. No, it looks like it's part of the shield. So this is a cool little shield that you'll be able to get if you so desire. Some other Summerfest things coming out. Oh god, they put this on a Kul Tiran. Some new swimwear. Yeah, some new swimwear will be debuting from the Summerfest. Have you ever wanted to run around in a bikini, critting your ass off on different Void beings? Well, your dreams might be coming true here, as we see a new bikini transmog is coming out, as well as a little floaty. Yeah, look at that little floaty Murloc. What has World of Warcraft become? I have no idea. We see a little pride setup here, a little umbrella and a chair. Obviously, the Midsummer Fest does happen during Pride Month. We see more colorways of the little flotation, Murloc flotation devices. Oh yeah, they got a bunch of them here. Some more bikini models here. Yeah, this looks pretty good with little net and everything. What is this? A sarong. If you want to be so right, you got to wear a sarong. Yeah, there you go. More colorways of the bikini as well. A bunch of this stuff will be coming. Again, this event I think usually happens in June, so it's a couple months away, but it will be happening during 10.2.7, so we'll probably be seeing more items data mined from this event. Last but not least, if you're a Kul Tiran and you've always wanted to have a different color hair, well, 10.2.7 data miners have found different hair colors. I didn't know Kul Tirans didn't have white hair already, but 7 new hair colors for Kul Tirans. This is nice, good. They've been doing this to a bunch of races recently. The Trolls got a bunch, and now the Kul Tirans. That's nice. If you've ever wanted to be a Kul Tiran with blue hair, you're finally going to get your chance to do it.